माता जी को जल्दी आ जल्दी आ हाँ
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
But somebody can question then, Arjuna was offensive in the battlefield because you cannot fight. You have to be, but he was proper say he was superficially offensive. He did not fight for his own sake. Because Krishna ordered him, he was fighting. And he knows because Krishna's order is there, even though I may kill somebody here, they will all be blessed by the Lord. Krishna showed in the Virat Rupa, Vishwarupa, nobody is going home. He showed they're already dead. Nimitra matre na bhavasavya sachin. Krishna told Arjuna, you just become an instrument in my hand. So he proceeded with that war. So similarly in our life also, our focus, there are two kinds of duties we get. One is a social consideration and one is spiritual. Always spiritual is primary. And we continue with our duties as given in the scriptures. And actually with the devotee, everybody becomes satisfied. An example is given once, Haridas Thakur was sitting in a cave, having all wonderful qualities, our Vaishnava. 50 qualities mentioned in Nectar Devotion, but some literatures also divide in another way. They list 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. So Haridas Thakur was sitting in a cave. He was chanting every day how many malas of Hare Krishna mantra? 192, which practically takes 24 hours. Practically. Chant a little faster, maybe you do 18 hours. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Like that into 64 only 18 hours. So you have some time. After finishing his rounds, he used to eat little. And he was so famous, even though he was born in a Mohammedan family, he was so famous that people used to come in thousands to see him, take his darshan. So quality is manifesting just by doing Harinama. Anybody wants to develop good qualities, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Correct? Whatever you associate with, you become like that. If you iron, you put on fire, iron becomes like fire. So you associate with the Lord's holy name, you slowly, all the wonderful qualities of the Lord will manifest in you. Yasyasta bhakti bhagavati akinchana sarvai gune tatra samasute. So all the qualities will manifest. So Haridas Thakur was chanting, and he was a perfect Vaishnava. So what happened one day? people used to come to meet him. And in the cave where he was sitting, this sages don't go around constructing houses, so difficult it is. They search for some cave and they sit down there, easy. So now shelter he got. And he's sitting and chanting. Generally used to put one tulsi plant there and sit and chant, that's all. Here also in Mangalore, every Hindu house they have a tulsi. That's why during book distribution they come to know who's how to enter. Tulsi is there, they go. So he was peacefully chanting, and then what happened? These people came and when they were offering respects to him and taking some siksha from him, but in the cave one snake was there. So they used to all have the eye on the big snake which was there. But hear him. Anyway, why hear a sage? Because a great saint like Haridas Thakur is realized. You may know, but not realized. When you realized, that is how you will do. You are not bothered even. You are not scared of a big snake. Other people. So then what happened? They requested Haridas Thakur, say, your position is different. You are a Siddha Purusha. You are not bothered about the snake. But our position is different. You are scared. You still have family, children. And this, can you go to another cave or something? We'll look for another place for you. The Haridas Thakur said, okay, you feel I will go to another place. Okay, I'll get up. So the moment Haridas Thakur got up, the snake, in the heart of the snake also the Lord is there. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hidadesha arjuna tishtati. Not only in the body, the Paramatma is residing. Atma is also there. In this body, two people are there. This body is nothing but a bag of stool and urine. This is dead. This much common sense we should have. Shastra says this much you cannot understand, you are an animal. Correct? And imagine now the whole modern civilization is rejected. Because this much, how many people understand? Nobody understands. Very intelligent. Vedivasa says manda, dull-headed. Because this much they don't know that I am not the body. How can I be the body? I am conscious. Body is dead. Atoms, electrons, everything is dead, but I am conscious. Anyway. So now I am sitting in the body, the Lord is also there. So snake heart also, the snake Atma is there, inhabiting that body, and the Lord is also there. So then what happens is that the Lord in the heart of the snake inspires him. Don't why you're disturbing him. And before Haridas Thakur could, get up, the snake goes out of the cave. That instance is cited to see the devotee is so peaceful, dependent. And the Lord in the heart of even other living entities protects the devotee. No, he is inspiring the snake. Why you are causing inconvenience to him? Go somewhere. Snake went away. Because that is the position. So the wonderful qualities we can, if you read the scriptures again and again, you see all the great devotees, they show exemplary qualities. And then how many qualities the Lord has. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirganti Upi Urukrame Kurvanti Haitikim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Gudo Hari. The Lord has so much wonderful qualities that even if there is somebody who is a Mukta Purusha, Mukta means he is Atma Rama. He is totally convinced that he is not the body, he is Atma. In that way he has become Mukta, Mukta Purusha, Siddha Purusha. Even if he is in that platform, he becomes enchanted by the wonderful qualities of Krishna. What is enchanted by? The wonderful qualities of Krishna's qualities are so great. Therefore, Prabhupada saying in a devotee doesn't waste his time hearing about anything which is not connected to Krishna. He doesn't eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. He doesn't go a place, just like previously in the Vedic culture, even dance, drama, it has to be connected to Krishna. Other people not watch it. No, people are not interested. But today, that they will not watch. Once we were looking for a place. So there was one place we got which was next to the temple. So I surprisingly found out the rate of that plot was very less. So I asked the person, he said, who want to hear whole day Ghanta? Just imagine people don't want to hear. Previously people feel very auspicious. I will hear the sound of the temple. They feel very auspicious. Here people don't want to hear. What whole day I have to hear the Ghanta, tan. Appa. So fortunate is, just like we are there now, even though suppose somebody, the neighbor, he may not be able to come, but at least he can hear the kirtan going on. It is actually so auspicious. Even though he may not come, but he's hearing the kirtan, he's benefited. People say this is trouble. But actually this is not true. If you are, that is for, it is said there are 4 kind of people. When they hear the Lord's glorification means glorification, Lord's form, Lord's name, Lord's form, paraphernalia, and Lord's quality. Name, form, paraphernalia, quality. These are the 4 things. The glorification of these things, when a great saint hears, who's actually very purified in the heart, who has no plan, any plan for enjoying this world, what happens to him? He goes in ecstasy. He's a dry wood, just burns in ecstasy when he hears the Harinama of the Lord. The second level people is us, whose heart still has plans of enjoying. So when we hear Harinama, we feel some kind of purification. We feel little peace. Because still some Kanksha is there, which is still there, harassing us. So we feel little peace. But if you are purified, if you have no plan of enjoying the material world, then you get into ecstasy when you hear. It's like a dry wood, book burns. For us, it's a wet wood. When you put wet wood in fire, what happens? Smoke comes out and it is becoming dry. And finally it will burn. So we are second level, who doing sadhana. The third level people are still in a condition that they cannot do sadhana regularly. You tell them please daily chant Hare Krishna mantra, you read Bhagavad Gita, they cannot do. So this condition, what happens? Still it's very nice, still it is auspicious. But fourth condition is a very, very dangerous, where person become irritated. And today the society has come to that level. It is called Pashugna. Pashugna means killer of the soul. Either he is killing an animal or killing himself. Such a person today, just imagine, when Srila Prabhupada came to India, in Bombay, the devotees started preaching. He has already established 100 temples around the world, and there was a great reception. In fact, the main newspaper in England printed on the newspaper, Krishna chant enthralls London. After devotees Harinam happening on the streets, Krishna chant mesmerizes the people in London. And around the world, that's how the movement spread. Devotees used to go to the streets and chant Hare Krishna mantra. People say, so nice, so peaceful, so pleasing it is. Right? They may take it like some music only, but so peaceful it is, this music. They don't know what they are chanting. But when Prabhupada came to India, there should be grand reception. Because this is household name. Krishna and Rama is not you're bringing from outside. True. It's our own lords whom we worship from childhood. It's Prabhupada says it's in their blood. But the police commissioner of Bombay said this Hare Krishna irritation. Something like that he told. Prabhupada became wild, so angry. How dare he say this kind of statement that Krishna chant is a nuisance. This Hare Krishna nuisance in Bombay now. And Prabhupada was like, he kept mentioning that again and again. So what kind of person is this? He finding a nuisance. How can it be nuisance? That means he is the last category. Pashugna, killer of himself or killer of a animal. People who eat meat, which is unfortunate today, so widespread, they get irritated when they hear Harinama. Because the amount of sin they put on their head, that's why it's called Mamsa. Mamsa khadati iti Mamsa. Next life the animal will get 100% right to kill this man. This life you ate him, next life he has full right to eat you. But unfortunate today. In fact, in colleges I go, I don't talk about non-veg in the beginning. Because 100% eat. If you tell 80%, they will run away. Next class they are not going to come. I think Mangalore is also like that, mostly. Drinking, meat eating is part of everybody. Therefore you see people are so materialistic here. Why you see people are very, very materialistic in Mangalore? The reason is that they drink and they eat meat. After that, it becomes very difficult for them to ever know that beyond this, Kama loba dayasche, chete ete anaviddam siddham sattve prasidati. When we take to Krishna consciousness, we are relieved from the grip of Kama and Loba. Correct? Our heart is dragged by material desires and greed for more and more material objects. Even though I have one mobile, not enough, one more, new one. New version comes, I want that one. Even though this mobile also I may not be knowing all the features. New one has come, little more thinner. I want that one. Kama Loba, I am not able to get relief from that, fully dragged by that. Somebody makes one comment, you look like a fool today, and whole mind is blown up. So much person is materialistic. He is totally trapped within the material field. And if he takes to Krishna consciousness, he will be relieved from that. But if he does not give up sinful activities, it will act like an anchor. If you sit on a boat, as much you row the boat, if anchor is not removed, the boat will not move. So two things should be done parallelly if at all we want to taste pure pleasure of Krishna consciousness, which is the original spiritual pleasure. If you want to be satisfied with material pleasure, best of luck. We cannot help you. Correct? Wish you best. But if somebody has some common sense and he understands the material pleasures are temporary, or even animals have it, what's so great excitement about it? So let me, as human life, take up to spiritual pleasure. I am born in India, a land where spiritual knowledge has been developed. I also want to dive into this ocean of spiritual happiness. At all, if you have a desire like that, two things you have to do. First thing, you have to decide whether I am satisfied materially. Just like you go to a doctor. Doctor says, how are you? Fine. Doctor says, get out. There is nothing to talk. But you understood, no, I want to be treated. I want to be treated. So therefore, two things we have to do. One side, we have to agree to chant the Hari Nama. Very simple. Is it difficult? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Other spiritual practices you're doing, we're not saying you stop. You can continue that, but please add the Hari Nama. And other part, we should try to reduce sinful activities. And what are the sinful activities? Dyutam, Panam, Striyam, Shuna. Dyut means gambling and any quick money business. Panam means intoxication. Striyam means illicit sex. And Shuna means meat. These four things we should close, and chanting of Harinama we should bring into our life. In the beginning stages, it is very difficult to stop this. Does not matter. You bring Krishna to your life, automatically it will run away. Suppose in this room now, correct? Some people say, I am very disturbed, I cannot concentrate. So I was giving them an analogy. Suppose in this room now, Kamsa is there, Bakasura, Aghasura is there. If Krishna enters, they will run. Because Krishna can kill them. So similarly, these desires are nothing like Aghasura, Bakasura, all are sitting in my brain. You just allow Krishna to come inside. You don't have power to fight with them at present. If you go near them, they will eat you up. So what you do? You allow Krishna to come inside and then chant. Therefore, they are not going, chant loudly. Hare Krishna, chant loudly. And they will hear Krishna Nama, they cannot hear. Just like it is said, many people locally in Mangalore, any house where Bhuta is there, they don't take that house. That is another property, comes very cheap. This much I learned. I don't do anything, but this much I learned running around. Any house, Bhutas, nobody will take that. Or it is some, what is the other one? Naga. There is a Naga Vana there. That is also very cheap. Nobody will take that. Because that house they cannot eat meat. Therefore they don't go. Everybody eats meat here. That house is very cheap. So, but we are not scared. Why? Because we'll do Harinama. Even though Bhuta is inside house, he'll go away. He'll go away. The same way you should know, in my mind, so many Bhutas are anyway there. All these unwanted things are there and they will not go. I'm addicted to them. It's not that I can stop sinful activity just by wishful thinking. I'm addicted. So when I chant the Harinama, gradually accept that everything auspicious will come. And not only when my heart gets, actually, originally everybody is good son of God. He has only wonderful qualities. Just like, give a simple example. When I am having a cold infection, I behave in a very strange way, which is not my normal behavior. I start sneezing. This is not my behavior. But an unhealthy behavior forced on me because of my infection. The same way, when I become devotee of the Lord, all these unwanted things go away. Okay? These unwanted things actually sit on your pure behavior and they disturb. But Krishna is not disturbed by that. Maya cannot, just like a sun can create cloud, and cloud can disturb you, create darkness over your head. But sun, darkness is not created over sun. So Lord is not affected by Maya, even though He comes to this world and exhibits wonderful pastimes. Okay? So therefore our attention should be to become a devotee. Automatically wonderful Krishna is Himself saying here, all the beautiful qualities will manifest in the heart of a devotee. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
चल चल माता जी को दे दे, जल्दी आ हाँ।
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath